Hey Josh,
Hi.
so grateful to be here with you today. Everyone, this is my really good friend Josh. He's also an inspiration, a light, a love to me. We
Oh,
had a
thank you.
mutual friend, and Reiki teacher Connie, who introduced us like 4 or 5 years ago. And she's like, you guys are gonna hit it off. And she was spot on.
Yeah.
I fell in love with you the moment I saw you. So I just was like, this person everyone needs in their life. Like everyone needs a Josh in their life. So yeah, Josh, you want to, just introduce yourself a little bit and then we'll jump into your backstory and what we're going to discuss today.
Yeah, so I'm Josh. I'm 34 years old and I'm currently recovering from a spinal cord injury from a random gunshot injury about 12 years ago now. So
Wow.
it's been a very long journey,
Yeah.
but through the journey I've met so many people and just like I've seen so much stuff that it's been like really amazing.
That is so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know, since I've met you, you've been such an inspiration and I just feel so honored and grateful to like share like your story and your creative outlets on my YouTube
Yeah,
platform just because you are so creative. So it's just so beautiful to see what people do with their healing journeys. I feel like you're
yeah,
creative before that, but I feel like it
yeah. hmm
just maybe multiplied that. So, can
hmm
you tell me like what was going on in your life? About yeah, tell me a backstory of what brought you into this healing journey and kind of what healing modalities or things brought you to where you are now.
hmm Well, it started when I was first hospitalized because the doctor at the time said I wouldn't ever walk again or be able to move, and like a few weeks after that, I started moving my toes, and then I could start like moving one of my legs, and I could stand after like a month or two, and I was just like so excited, and I was like, well, maybe there is like more hope for me if I look into other things. And I just kept doing physical therapy and things like on my own for like the first year. And then my healing kind of plateaued. So then I was looking around at just like other options. And one of the things I found was stem cell treatment.
Oh wow.
And so I made a video and it got really big, and people had fundraisers and stuff for me. And I was on the news and I raised enough money to be able to go out to Panama for the treatment. And that was like really, really incredible. And that definitely gave a very big improvement. And after that, I was also looking at other things, other alternative options. And that's when my friend Sarah introduced me to Connie, and I met her and did like all of her treatments and things, and then that's how I met you, and so that's kind of how I got into all of this kind of stuff.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Mhm.
Um, I just, over the 4 or 5 years that I've known you, you've always just been such a light and inspiration. You would never even know that this had happened in your life. You just radiate so much positivity. So it's like I feel like it's kind of like you never judge a book by its cover because you never know someone's
Yeah,
back. You can never judge someone because you seem so happy, so positive, so radiant, but you don't know like all the trials and errors that you had to go through to be where you're at. And you're
definitely. Yeah,
so grateful and so appreciative. And I feel like you attract miracles because you're a walking miracle and a light, and you deserve them. We all deserve them. I think what you really stand for is that miracles are possible and we're all worthy of them. And I would
definitely.
like to reiterate that. Like, I feel like it's been a miracle having you in my life. I feel like you reflect that back to me because of your just unwavering grace and love for every person that shows up in your life. So and that's why I'm inspired by you every single day.
Thank
um
you.
I would like to know, like, is there anything that you may have learned from the experience that you had 12 years ago or from the healing journey itself? Or
hmm I guess the biggest thing is to not take things for granted and enjoy everything you have because you could just one day you could just lose everything. So definitely, you know, make every day count and just spread kindness and happiness because that makes everything better, no matter what you're going through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so you're expressing like having that appreciation and gratitude for life
Hmm.
itself. Yeah, and
Hmm.
you really role model that back to everyone around you. So thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's a beautiful lesson to take from such a big, life event. And
Hmm.
I think we all go through trials and errors and tribulations, and sometimes we don't bounce back or we feel defeated. But I feel like
Yeah.
if we work that appreciation and gratitude bone, it just nurtures and fosters that light within. So
Yes.
yeah, and you do that. So um I we've collaborated a lot of time. You've collaborated a lot of people with your photography, with your, your parties and your creative abilities. It's just you're filled with so much passion and creativity. I would love to know more about your drive and what inspires you to create the beautiful things that you create. Like what's behind that?
Um, I would say that one of the biggest things is I guess that's one of my creative outlets is to be able to make things and like stuff for other people to enjoy. So like with the theme parties, like my goal is to always like make people say like, "Wow, like that's incredible. Like never seen anything like this." And give everyone like just a night to have fun and forget about all their problems, just spend time with amazing people, and it's just really awesome to be able to see everyone like with so much joy, even if it's just for like one night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. It like reminds me of like the non-attachment and like such selflessness. You're like, how can I make you happy? Like whatever
Hmm.
makes you happy is gonna make me happy. And just
Yeah.
sharing joy, absolutely. I feel like every person that's seen any of my pictures or that was at your wedding or that's been to any parties, they're always like, oh my gosh, their life has changed forever after that moment. My life has changed ever since I met you. But like, it's like if they go to one of your parties or they see one of your creative events or platforms, their
Hmm.
life has changed forever. And in such a beautiful, joyful way. So, like, yeah, you add a lot of joy. And I think we forget, like, it might be one party that they attend, but forever their life has been changed. Like you just don't know
Hmm.
how big of an impact you make with your creative ability. So,
And
yeah.
it sparks other people's creative abilities too, because one of my other favorite things about creating these events is I get to see like my family and friends like go all out and make cool costumes and makeup, and it's just like the greatest thing.
Oh my gosh. Like seriously, every party I've been to, like it's like a whole nother dimension. And I'm like,
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
come up with that? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, Josh didn't. And it's like, yeah, it's like you like are tuning fork. It's like this inspiration brings out like the creative muscle within everyone. So
Yeah, for sure.
um so beautiful. You can totally feel your like passion and it like sparks a fire within us all. Like you are the
Mhm.
fire to all of us. You are a Leo, right? I think
I am, yeah, I am.
you're a Leo. So come on, you are the fire. So I is there, we just talked about kind of like your drive and what drives you to do that. Is there any specific message you would like to share, you know, or words of encouragement for your audience, for anybody that is in the creative process or who is, wants to pursue their passions and drive? Like, is there any like words of encouragement or wisdom that
I
you
would
could
say
share?
the main thing is um don't be afraid of what other people think. Like do what you enjoy and what makes you happy. Um like as an example, like for my car, like no one has a kind of car like no one would ever do what I did. But I did it, just for me. I didn't care like what other people thought, and I just made like my own creation. So you have to kind of take that into everything that you do. Like don't worry about other people.
I love that. It really kind of ties in with like authenticity. You really
Yeah,
just fully embrace your authenticity, whether you're liked or accepted or not. And that's
just like your poem.
Yes. That's so true. But it's like it's daring to be vulnerable, like Brene Brown says, daring to be vulnerable and courageous, like stepping into the ring and just showing all of yourself, which is kind of what
Hmm.
we do with these creative endeavors and your parties. Like you show up with your entire heart, you just let it everything shine, whether people like it or not. But I 99.99999% of everyone loves it. So it's perfect and it's fine. So yeah, I really take away like your authenticity and it really shines forth. And I think people that you attract really appreciate that about you as well. So thank you so much. I know you have a pretty good following on TikTok and Instagram. You don't use Instagram as much anymore, but you are on
No,
TikTok, correct?
yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to share with everyone, if you're okay with it, I'm going to share with everyone below your TikTok information, your Instagram, just so, people,
Yeah,
that come to this, amazing inspirational interview, they can connect with your TikTok page, your Instagram, so they can get inspiration. And then the
definitely.
whole world can be on fire with this
Yep,
light. So,
that's the goal.
oh, well, I want to say thank you so much for today, for sharing your time, your wisdom, your love, your light, and your creative inspiration with me, with the audience, and the whole world.
Of
And
course.
is there anything else that you would like to close out or say before we end this connection?
I'm just very thankful to know you,
Oh, I'm blushing.
and just like how I bring you so much joy to your life, you do the same for me. So I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. And just, yeah, thank you so much. And I can't wait to share this with everyone and just continue spreading love and light. And I love you.
I love you too so much.